So sometimes it's hard to recognize what kind of chord you're dealing with, and I wanted to show you a way of recognizing chords in different textures. So let's say, these are two different examples. Let's say that you see this chord in your music. So we have a B flat, a G, a D, a G, and a D. So to some that might be kind of difficult to figure out what kind of chord you're in, especially if you don't have any keyboard experience. So what I liked to do when I was starting out as a musician was I liked to take each of these pitches and make a pitch inventory off to the side so I can kind of figure out what chord it is. So if we take each of these notes, we know we have a B flat, we have a G, we have a D, and then we also have a G, which we already have notated, and we have a D, which we already have notated. So by taking each of these notes and organizing them into a simpler form, we can see that this is a G minor triad. And if you look, you'll notice that the third is in the bass. So that means that we are in first inversion, or we can use our figured bass, which is labeled with a 6. If we take this chord, we have an E. Nope, that's a C. Let me just not know how to notate music. This is an E. We have a B. And then we also have a G. So by first look, this is a little bit complicated. So what we're going to try to do is to squish them down. So if we move maybe the E down, you'll notice that that will make a triad. So if we look, we see that we have an E, a G, and a B, which makes an E minor triad. And we notice that E is in the bass, so that means that this is in root position. And we don't need to label anything for our figured bass.